Wigs, wigs, wigs. Grandma loves her wigs. Grandma's porch, a place to relax, a place to enjoy. Come visit Grandma's porch. Grandma loves wigs. Wigs, wigs, wigs. Grandma loves wigs. Hello, y'all. I'm Dianna-BRIANNE. You know, it is a beautiful, beautiful day out today. And I just finished my 5-mile run. And it was awesome. I was the only one, well, there was one other person out there. And I run past all the golf courses. This is my backyard with all the woods. And then I cut over what used to be way over there, used to be all woods. And then they built this expensive housing area over there. Very nice homes, but they are pretty close together. And most of them are on golf courses. And I just love our property because we've got so much trees and so much wood. We are so blessed. So I just got back and I was thinking about Grandma and her wigs. You know, growing up, y'all know about Grandma, and I talk a lot about my grandma. She's wonderful. And she told me a story that back in the 1940s, she bought this wig. And I remember when I was little, these kind of hat box wigs, they were kind of very heavy. And they were not like the wigs today that are very light and just like your own hair. And Grandma bought this wig, and I remember it vaguely because I think she had it around a long time because that was in the 40s and I wasn't born until the late 50s. And but I remember those wigs as being like a very heavy material, and they look like a wig. They really, really look like a wig. And she said that on Friday night when Grandpa got home from work, she would always surprise him by wearing a wig. And so she actually went out and bought several different wigs. And so when he'd come home from the coal mines, I think he worked in the coal mines back then, or in a factory or whatever he worked at, she'd send the children over to the neighbors for a few hours, and Grandpa'd come home and she'd put that music on, you know, and she'd put her stilettos on, and she had her box wig on. And I always remember that story. She said, that is how you keep the passion alive in your marriage. And so Grandma loved her wigs. She really, really did. And so she knew all about passion and keeping that marriage alive because they were married, I think, about 80 years. Both of them died close to 100 or passed on close to 100. And so, but yeah, Grandma said she loved her wig or her wigs. And so did Grandpa. It was like coming home to a different woman on Friday night. So Grandma goes wild. And so anyhow, you know, I got to thinking about wigs, and I love wigs too. You know, when women pass a certain age, and it all depends on what age it is, often their hair will get kind of straw-like, real dry and kind of brittle. And you can condition it and color it and do all those things, and that does help. But it's a lot to keep up with. It's a lot to keep up with. For me, my hair is long and blonde, and I keep it colored, and you know, I love my own hair, and yet the problem is, you know, you got to work on it a lot harder when you get older than when you're younger to keep it up. And so that's where wigs come into play. You know, I think wigs are so convenient. They really, really are. They can make all the difference in spending an hour on your hair that day or spending about a minute to put it on, pin your hair up and pin it on, and away you go, and away you go. And it gives you kind of an instant look, and it stays in place. It really, really does. And the wigs today are just amazing. I mean, some of them don't even look like wigs, and they're very light. They're not heavy like Grandma's wig was back in the day, when she would dance for Grandpa. And so for me, I like to look my best for my husband. I like to look my best for me. And so, you know, in my busy life that I have at age 63 years old, I want to have convenience as well as look good. And so for me, I believe in wigs. I love wigs because, well, they're so convenient. You just, you know, make sure your hair is washed and dried, and all you do is you pin your own hair up, and then you just put the wig on and pin it on. Make sure to pin it on good, though, because it could fly right off, as Grandma would say. And so yes, I do believe that wigs are so very convenient. And you know, then when you want to do your own hair, when you have time, then you take the time to do it and condition it and color it or whatever you happen to do, and then you wear your own hair. And then when you don't have time to mess around with your hair, you just plop a wig on and away you go, right down the road, you know. And so I go to college full time. I have 3 young adult children that 2 live at home, 1 lives down the road. My house is very busy. We're always doing things together. I have a husband who's 5 years younger than me, but we've been married a very long time. And you know, I want to look good for my husband too. I do. I really do. I believe in taking care of me, every aspect of me, and that includes my hair. So I take care of my own hair, and I also like the convenience of having a different look, or the convenience of just knowing that I don't have to spend an hour working with my hair. I can just plop a wig on and away I go. So yeah, Grandma loves wigs. And yes, wigs today are so different from the big old hat box wig, the stiff one, you know. I mean, they were really stiff. You know, the ones today, I mean, they are so neat. And, you know, I don't really need hair extensions, but I've had hair extensions. And for me personally, they're very nice when they're first put in, but you know, they don't last, and you have to go back and get them tightened or get them redone, and they get quite pricey. I think actually more so than wigs, and sometimes they're harder to take care of than your own hair. So a lot of people love hair extensions, and I do love them, but I don't wear them because, well, sometimes I do, but not too much, because, well, they take up a lot of time and money, and I just think wigs are so much better. From my house to yours, may God bless you. I hope you like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and I hope you share it out, and I hope you tell all your friends about it. And so from Grandma's porch, from Grandma's beautiful day, I hope to talk to y'all soon again. Bye-bye. Grandma's porch, a place to relax.